What's up, guys? I am doing a quick book review and an author recommendation for you today. I recently finished Ordinary Grace by William Kent Krueger. Fantastic book. I absolutely love this guy, and I'm going to be interviewing him in the near future here on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed and you hit the bell for that. Ordinary Grace is a novel about the Drum family, who live in 1961 New Bremen, Minnesota, and in their community there are a few deaths that happened, and murder is a theme in this book. And although there is a mystery involved in this novel, the mystery is just basically a cherry on top of this dramatic, heartfelt, touching, tear-jerking kind of novel. I absolutely loved this book because it's gentle and loving, but it's also very dark. William Kent Krueger has spent a lot of time thinking about relationships and love and betrayal. And I really love the fact that he philosophizes about life in these gentle but dark novels. It's absolutely a joy to read something like this. I recently read his This Tender Land, and I thought it was a fantastic novel. It's a really heartfelt book as well, and he really does this genre right. You know, William Kent Krueger is a best-selling author. He's a New York Times best-selling author, but I'm surprised that his name doesn't have quite as much power as, say, an author at the top of the list, a Dan Brown, a Danielle Steele. But I have a suspicion that as people become more familiar with William Kent Krueger and these fantastic, touching novels that he writes, that he's going to rise up in the author hierarchy. In this book, nature is a theme. You see, the Drum family live in a small town in 1961, and the kids are out in the woods and playing along the river. 13-year-old Frank Drum is our narrator, and he lives with his family, his father, his mother. His father is the pastor in the local community, and his younger brother Jake, who I think is the best part of this book. And he lives with his sister as well. And this book is all about their lives and the good parts and the hard parts. And life and death are huge themes within this book. I really love the complexities of the relationships in this novel. There are characters in this book that really have a hard time with life for a variety of different reasons. So even though there's murder and death and mystery going on in this book, it's really about the characters, is this one. William Kent Krueger authors characters in this novel that are so genuine and believable with just brilliant dialogue. I was absolutely engrossed in this thing, and it had an effect on me. I absolutely plan on reading all of William Kent Krueger's novels. I know that he has a detective mystery series. I think the first book is called Iron Lake, and I'm going to give that a try as well. But I want more of these dramas from William Kent Krueger. I was totally caught up in this book. I felt like I was the older brother caught up in the adventure. It really was a vivid experience, and I loved the fact that nature is such a big part of these books. In This Tender Land, nature was a central theme as well. And the younger Drum brother, Jake, is a gem in this book. You see, Jake has a real bad stuttering problem, and he's been bullied throughout his whole life. But he has a mature outlook on life for an 11-year-old child, and I just loved his part in this novel. He's one of the central pieces in this book, and I just loved his narrative and his insight, and it was just a fantastic part of this novel. I can't say enough about how much I liked this book and how strongly I recommend it. I strongly recommend that you join the Drum family and you go into their community of New Bremen and you experience life with them and you take on their troubles and the troubles of the local community. It was a great experience and I give it a 5-star review. Every once in a while, if you're lucky, you'll read a book that you just know it's going to stay with you for a while, that it's going to be vivid in your memory when you think back on it. And I know that this book is going to be that for me because it was such a great experience when it comes to thinking about real-life problems and real-life relationships. That's one part of this book that was really on point, was the authenticity as far as lining up with real-life issues, and I just loved it. Well, there you go, my friends. I really enjoyed this book. I give it a maximum recommendation, especially if you're in for a dramatic journey. It's definitely a winner, in my opinion. I want to let you know that you can join me on social media, Goodreads, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I will drop the links in the description. Thanks for stopping by, my friends, and I will see you next time.